mildewing. That's
Oh.
what you do in Washington.
You mildew because it rains so much.
Yeah.
What else are you doing?
I'm gonna put some vegetables out here.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I thought you were planting flowers.
Or flowers, either one. Just
Yeah, dirt everywhere.
over. It had a root growing in there.
Yeah. Oh, I saw another one right here. Little tiny one.
Starting out. Getting the roots out
What?
and keeping it. It's really hard for some reason.
What vegetables are you going to plant?
Some cabbage, cucumber. Just very little.
Cabbage and cucumber.
Whatever else I got.
That'll be good. Do you want me to put some horse poop up here?
Yeah. Any of it.
The stuff by the greenhouse is probably ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know. Get a little path going to over there.
Yeah. This has had a lot of horse poop on it.
Yeah, it's not bad dirt. It's just hard pan for some reason.
Well, it hasn't had horse poop on it for at least like 2 years, so that's probably why. Compacted down. My borage.
Anna's borage.
And my fennel. Got a lot of fennel this year.
We'll rake that up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go weed eat. That don't look half bad, does it? Looks a lot better than it did. So I just finished weed eating under our grapes and peach trees. I think I have 2 dead peach trees. They just kind of got a disease a couple years ago and they just haven't done well. I have one that's still pushing through though. But I weed eated there. I gotta mow our grass again. But that's been on my to-do list. This is on my to-do list because of the cougar, so I'm gonna get started on it. So spring in the Pacific Northwest, between like April, May, and June, is like prime grass growing season. So it's like you feel like you're just cutting grass all the time. I saw the cougar 2 mornings ago, and yesterday our direct neighbor texted me and said that the neighbor behind them saw a cougar in our direct neighbor's backyard. And so we called the neighbor who saw it, and he said he was out working on his property, and he turned around and the cougar was pretty close, sitting there watching him. And so he kind of got into his vehicle and kind of got out of the area. And so this cougar is not too scared of humans. I mean, could just be curious. And so it's too close for comfort. So we're gonna just kind of be safe, kind of keep more aware of our surroundings for a little bit, and probably pack some firepower with us too if we're going down in the kind of the woods area. So I need to fix fence, and I don't want to not fix fence because we have a trip coming up and it's only like 3 weeks away, and so I gotta get this fence fixed, and I don't want a cougar to, like, you know, not keep me from doing my job, but I want to be safe too. So keeping an eye out and keeping your animals in and just trying to be more aware of your surroundings. Making sure you're safe, whatever you do, making sure you're safe, letting people know where you're going, and maybe have them check on you after a certain amount of time if they don't hear from you, and keep an ear out for you. You know, check in with each other, take walkie-talkies, take firepower. We went down to Sportsman Warehouse, and my sister had a great idea to get, you know, those really loud air horns. And so we got a couple of air horns to take with us. And we got some, they're called bear bells. They're not to deter animals from attacking you, but they're to let animals know that you're in the area, and just so you don't scare them, because a lot of animals will attack when they feel scared or threatened. So, you know, if you kind of make noise and let them know you're there, there's a better chance that they won't attack you unless they're hungry. So, yeah, just taking as much safety precautions as we can at this point. And, you know, this cougar's probably been around for a long time. There's cougars up here. This is cougar territory. This cougar has just gotten a little close for comfort. you know, I don't blame it. There's a lot of rabbits and deer around right now, and they're hanging out in the people's yards and vice versa, so I don't, you know, we're technically in the cougar's habitat too. So we're just playing it safe, taking precautions, being more aware, definitely keeping communication between everybody, and, you know, all that good stuff. I'm also making sure that I have Evie with me, because she's another pair of eyes and a nose, so she's definitely going to know if there's something else in the area before I will. And so I'm keeping her with me pretty close. And, you know, the fence is in the horse area, and horses definitely will let you know if something is in the area. So when I'm down there, I'm just keeping an eye on the horses and what they're telling me too. So horses, they know. They have a sixth sense about predator animals. So just being safe and all that stuff. I'm filling up the horsey's water bucket right now. It's kind of a warm day, so I'm making sure it's full. So this is definitely a lot safer path to the barn now. As I said earlier, there's been cougar sightings, and by the barn there's the woods line right there behind our barn. I saw the cougar up in that area, and so my mom's like, well, why don't we weed eat a path through the garden to make it a little bit safer going down to the barn. I like that idea, so I can just basically walk from the house to the barn without having to go next to the woods. So a lot safer.
You helped me weed, and I planted a squash.
Right there.
And a cucumber.
Is that the cucumber? That looks like broccoli.
This is broccoli.
That's broccoli?
That's a cucumber.
That's cucumber. Is this a broccoli?
This is squash.
Oh, squash right there.
That's a cabbage.
Oh, so that's a cabbage. Broccoli, cucumber, squash, cabbage,
Fennel.
and all my fennel.
Cabbage.
And all the rest is cabbage. Nice. We'll have some cabbage and broccoli.
I like it.
It is a beautiful day, ain't it?
It's a beautiful day.
There's a couple clouds.
In the month of May.
I know, it's May and it's a beautiful day. That's kind of rare in Washington.
Yeah.
To be this nice and sunny.
Brings May flowers.
Normally we don't get this kind of weather until like mid-June. And right now it's almost end of May.
It is.
It's nice weather.
June and July, and then summer's over.
Well, we get like 3 months of no rain. Almost no rain. You can't, there's always rain in Washington, at least where we're at. But we have like 3 months where it's not, where you have maybe 1 or 2 rainy or kind of drearier days in the summer.
Yeah, it's mostly no rain.
Yeah, mostly no rain for about 3 months, and then it's back to rain for 9 months.
That's about right.
Yep. Tell me a little bit about the mantis.
Well, we got it fixed last year, and
Yeah, we got it fixed last year.
it does pretty good.
Yeah.
Little areas. We got the big Tory belt. I'll probably run the Tory belt down there and
It's literally called a mantis.
get the shove that dirt around a little bit.
Yeah.
Get it where we want it.
Yeah, I got a big pile of horse poop that needs kind of rotor tilled and spread out. But this thing has a lot of power for such a small thing. That works better going backwards than forwards.
Yeah.
I notice. But you have to hold on to it, otherwise it would get away from you.
That's how it's designed. You pull,
Yeah, it's nice.
it walks and pulls.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take it back up to the garage.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'm going to get cleaned up because I'm green from the weed eating.
Yep, I gotta cook dinner.
Alrighty, I'll be in a minute. There's Hartley. Mr. Hartley. And there's Miss Evie. What do you think about the cougar?
Well, I'm not too worried. I think he's been around a long time. We just bumped into each other.
I think so too. But we're still going to try to take more precautions because he's a little too friendly.
Yeah, have to watch out for each other.
Yeah, I was saying we got some air horns today. And some little bells to help. Like if we're out and about and
You'll know right where we are.
Yes, you will.
Probably come for dinner.
Uh-huh.
But particularly if you have barbecue deer or something.
I know, if we ever cook outside, you might get tempted to come visit again.
Yeah.
Well, you did a good job today. That was hard work.
Well, thank you. You helped me out a lot. You did an awesome job weed eating.
That was needed.
About over half done, huh?
Well, I'm quitting for the day, but I got half the garden weed-eated.
We're going to cover it.
Yeah, we're going to put a black tarp over it to kill the weeds, right?
And then we're going to go to no-till. So once they're gone, then we'll compost our rows and our boxes, whichever comes first.
I personally want to build some like taller raised beds so you don't have to bend over.
Yeah, bending over doesn't seem to agree with me.
Yeah, make it easier. Just black tarp it, kill everything, make your raised beds, put the raised beds down and put like wood chips or mulch in the rows.
You should keep it. Gotta repair the fence.
Yeah, gotta repair the fence first and foremost.
So that's a big job coming up.
That can be done kind of before the rainy season.
Because
it's not priority until next year.
And we got to replace fence this year.
Yeah, priority this year is horse paddock fencing, and definitely, what else is priority? Oh, fixing the steps, right?
Well, painting the house.
And painting the house. A couple big priorities.
Yeah, seems impossible.
It's not impossible.
We'll get her done.
Yep, ladies can do anything if they set their mind to it. Last night we took some firepower down and practiced our aim and made sure we were ready if any cougar got a little too close again.
We shot our shotgun and another gun.
A 9mm and a shotgun and a .22.
And got some. We hit the
targets.
Didn't hit anything else, so that's important.
Yeah, we missed everything else, but we did hit the targets a couple times, so that's good. A cougar better watch out.
That's right.
I almost forgot about my sun tea. It's probably really good and strong by now. So what about our horses and the cougar? So cougars don't really go after horses because horses can really hold their own. And we have 3 of them, so they are technically considered a herd of horses. And so a cougar is definitely really not gonna get the horses unless they were older or not feeling well and it's more easier prey, then they might consider it. But generally they'll stay away from horses because horses, you know, they can kill a cougar. And yeah, they can. They're dangerous animals. Horses are actually dangerous animals when they set their mind to be. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not too worried about the horses being out. When it's like this, I do leave them out 24/7. They have a better chance of defending themselves out in the open versus in an enclosed barn. So I'm been leaving them out, and you know that this cougar's probably been around for a while, so they probably already know what's out there. And you know they're pretty close to the house, and you know we're able to hear if there was a ruckus in the night. We're probably able to hear it. So you know. You don't have to really worry too much about horses, unless you maybe have an older horse that might, you know, not be able to defend itself as much. But horses are generally pretty good with that kind of stuff. So, yeah. There was a story I heard from somebody that there's this person who had a mule, and it actually killed the cougar. It had the cougar by its throat, and it was just shaking and thrashing this cougar around. So horses and mules and those kind of livestock animals, they are able to more than definitely protect themselves. And so I just want to let you guys know my thoughts on that, because you probably are wondering, because we have horses, so what do you do when you have like cougars and horses in the same area? You know, they're less likely to attack a horse. I mean, it could happen if, you know, the cougar was older, not feeling well, but this cougar is definitely a mature cougar that is probably hunting rabbit in the area, because we have a lot of rabbit and deer in the area right now. So that's probably its main target and focus. But wolves, on the other hand, we really don't have any wolves up here. There was one sighting across the river of one lone wolf, but we mostly have coyotes. But wolves will take down a horse because wolves hunt in packs. Therefore, they can take down bigger prey easier. And so when you have wolves in the area, that's when you want to worry more about your horses. Definitely. But thankfully, there really isn't any in our area. We just have a lot of coyotes. In fact, I saw one in the horse pasture the other day chomping through. So, yeah. Don't have to really worry about coyotes too much. They're definitely not as big as wolves. So I'm going to call it a day and get cleaned up because I have an errand to run in town tonight. And I don't want to go all covered in mushrooms and grass. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. And see you later. Bye. And God bless you guys.